Yeah, it happened. I broke my camera. Nope, not that one. Not that one either. Yes, that's the one. Lost without my camera, like a writer without their pen, I felt stuck. My key to creating something was gone. But through this time of turmoil and despair, there was a glimmer of hope that maybe this was meant to teach me something. And so this is how breaking my camera saved my creativity and helped me become so much better at this photo and video creative stuff that I call my passion. To help you understand the full story, let me take you back to where it all began. The trip of a lifetime. Traveling across Spain and Portugal with a handful of my closest friends, my happiness was at its peak. New adventures, new people, new places, new memories. It was a very refreshing experience. But right here on this bridge, in the heart of Porto, Portugal, it happened. That night, everything fell apart. Okay. I might be over exaggerating right now, but trust me, it's all for the story. I was minding my own business, capturing the setting sun across the Porto skyline, and while walking back to the bus, my camera screen started turning green and just glitching. At first, I was like, I must have turned on night vision mode or something like that. Like, this can't be real, right? Chat, is this real? So I spent the bus ride back to the hotel, fiddling around with all my settings, but yet I was skunked. Couldn't find any solution to this issue. It was just still that pixely green mess. However, I managed to get through the rest of the trip by either bending the screen a certain way so it wouldn't be green, or just using the viewfinder like a normal person. I was just glad my photos and videos were not ruined by this ugly array of green on my screen. Was that a rhyme? Was that a rhyme? After arriving at home, I brought the camera into the store, and I was told I would be 1 month without my camera, my best friend. Metaphorically, of course. I do have friends. I do have friends. So I did what I had to and sent her on her way to the heart of Toronto. Without my camera and projects I had promised to complete, I needed to find a solution to film and photograph these campaigns of mine. So I made the best of the equipment I still had, and that's when it hit me. I'll just use my phone. To be honest, using my phone had its pros and cons, and ups and downs. It was a lot easier to set up, however, shot styles were very limited due to the accessories not being compatible. The quality difference was noticeable at a larger scale, but the 3 built-in lenses helped me save so much time switching focal lengths. I also made the mistake of using log footage and not setting up my lights properly, so everything looked straight awful when I converted it back to normal footage. But that's all good. A lesson learned, I guess. With my phone as my main camera, I had to be a lot more selective with my shots due to some of the limitations I mentioned earlier. Something I didn't do before with my camera. That was probably the biggest takeaway from this whole thing. Creating a vision for the project beforehand rather than just jumping in blindfolded. I also learned a ton about lighting and camera positioning, mainly from trial and error, but we don't need to go into that. By taking a step backwards and using less professional gear, I was able to take 2 steps forward with all the knowledge I had gained from this month-long experience. And in the end, I was able to become a much better photographer and filmmaker by fully understanding the details that go into a perfect shot, how each setting, light, and movement of the camera affects the scene, rather than just relying on my gear to capture the perfect shot for me. I finally upgraded myself as a filmmaker and photographer. That's all I have for today. Let me know if you want to hear more stories just like this one. Trust me, I have a lot. So anyways, happy creating, and I will catch you all in the next one. Subscribe. Watch my other video here. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.